Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Grille 15. It's the Tier 10 German tank destroyer. It's located on the eastbourne of Airfield, and it's under the command of the BassmanFromHell. Yes, he's finally got one of these. In fact, he's been playing it for a little while, and he's enjoying it, apparently. Game on. Well, it was back in 1942 that Waffenant signed an agreement with Krupp and Rheinmetall for a TD. Now, they called the first one the Grille 12 and the other one the Grille 15. Two designs using the Panther hull. And the thing is that the first one was a traditional standard turreted tank destroyer with the gun in the center, and you may know that as the Scorpion. And of course, they did make another version with a rear-mounted gun, and this one's the one you're looking at, the Grille 15. Now, originally, it was actually going to have a 15cm Shure howitzer, or Shure Feldhaubitzer, the SFH, which means it was having a 15cm howitzer mounted on it. But in actual fact, in the end, the design was to have the PaK L63, 15cm, but a very long barrel main gun, which is capable of putting out a shell at tremendous shell velocity, 1200 meters per second, and doing a huge amount of damage to the enemy. 750 alpha with standard AP, it will go through, I could bring that figure up, 279 millimeters of armor. With the standard rounds, with the heat rounds, it's 334. Now, the thing is, that's not huge penetration at this level, at tier 10, but it is laser accurate. It is really accurate gun. Now, it is a vulnerable tank because it has no armor, really, so to speak. 30 millimeters at the front of the hull, 15 on the sides, 20 at the rear, and the turret, well, it does technically have a turret, but it's not really a turret. As you can see, it's just a gun shield, and so this thing is incredibly vulnerable to enemy fire, especially artillery rounds. So if you do see a Grille 15, you're out in your Arty. Yes. Lay a shell on top of it, because these things do go bang very easily, and if you don't kill it, you'll more than likely knock the crew out, and without a crew, obviously, it's ineffective. Now, it does have a very good top speed, 60 kilometers an hour. Got his first kill. 60 kilometers an hour, 15 in reverse. It's also got a very wide gun arc as well, 50 degrees either side of the center line. But it means they can't shoot behind it, so you can't position it and then sort of like try to position it so you can run away. And he's got another one. 648. You see how laser accurate it is? Just the sort of thing the baseman likes. He only needs to see the outline, even at long range, fully dialed in. And it dials in very quickly as well. Aim time is only 1.44 seconds, and that's for 30%. So you can see it's fully dialed in just after 3 seconds and ready to go. And of course, with that laser accuracy, it's going to do huge damage at the other end. He's kind of lacking a target, but that E5, if he pokes his nose out, he's more than likely can take some damage. He probably wants R140 at the moment. He's only got 41 hit points left. He's been a bit careless. I'm pretty sure that E5 wants him. We're 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, but yes, we have a lot of tanks which have got very low hit points. So the enemy's been careless with their tanks in the center. Oh, look, EBR 105 over there. And he's out. Yes, I'm afraid this gun is just too good. And in the hands of the baseman, well, yes, that EBR's gone garage. It's a great pity that this tank destroyer never actually got produced. But then on the other side of the coin, you've got to look at it and say, well, probably a good idea it wasn't produced for the Allies, because if it had been, it would have been an absolute nightmare, because unlike the Jagdtiger, which was very heavy, this thing is relatively light. It's only 45 tons in weight, which means it's got tremendous acceleration. It does have poor ground resistance, funnily enough. Well, it's because it's a Panther, really, suppose that's the main reason for that. But it does have quick acceleration, and of course, that high top speed, 60 kilometers an hour, means it can run between its various positions and then blast the enemy away. So yes, if they had actually built such a tank destroyer, I think it would have been very, very deadly indeed. Now, he was using the mini-map for that shot. Oh, K91 just the other side of the Temple Mount. In fact, they've got a Hesh barn over there as well. More than likely, they're going to try and sneak across. So he's changed his position, and with good reason, because of course by moving over here, there's another Gorilla 15 behind him as well, by the way. But if he moves over here, there's a good chance he might be able to catch the enemy as they try to circumvent the main corridors in the north, or if they try to come over the Temple Mount. And I think one of the tanks that was in that little area, yeah, it's come back, and we'll know any second, because if the Centurion spots, if he gets fired on by one of those guys, then we'll know. And there's the Hesh barn. Oh, the Hesh barn just took some damage, but that shot didn't do anything. Now, did we get spotted? No, but the K91 is very, very close. He is very close. Can we get a shot on him? We're still reloading. Okay, we've got a shell in. Standard reload is 17.26 seconds. Oh, we have been spotted. But the K91 goes down to the Gorilla on Arty. So another Gorilla, yeah, got the honours on that occasion. Now there is 2 Arty on the enemy team, so he has to watch out. And yes, with good reason, that batch at 155.58 wants a piece of the baseman. He knows this thing is very vulnerable to Arty shells. So the Batchat decided he'd fire one over, but since he's left the area now, hopefully the Batchat will waste his shells trying to hit rubble. Okay, the E5 looks like he's moved into one of the corridors. And we're going to platoon with the other Gorilla 15. He's only got 2 kills so far, but Baseman's got 3. And so, yeah, there could be a brothers in arms here. He's already accumulated 1.5k of, or over 1.5k of damage. Okay, we lost the 140. He's gone. Lost a few other tanks as well, including that Centurion Action 10. So he did get spotted. Oh, yeah, there's another thing you have to watch out for this. Remember, it's a very, very narrow hull. And therefore it can flip. Don't want to be caught in a Gorilla when you flipped over, because that would be very embarrassing. Okay, trying to use the bush mechanic. I think he wants a piece of that Jaegeru. I'm not so sure if he got spotted there for the tree knockdown. Well, the Jaegeru's popped up, but I'm not sure he saw us. Oh, he just took an Arty round. Now, can we give the Arty some stun assist? Yes, we can. Yeah, look at that. It's a low roll for 732, but the Arty is going to be loving that, because it's a huge amount to him. He's basically gifting the Arty an ace tanker. If he can get it another one in, that would be nice. No. He's not stunned now. Always nice having these high alpha tank destroyers when you're an Arty player and you stun an enemy tank and then they take a huge chunk of his health out of him. Oh, that was a Waffenträger auf E100. Oh, yes. Now that's the tank actually that the Gorilla 15 actually replaced. Yeah, they took the waffle tractor out of the game and they put this thing in, and many people were not happy being receiving a Gorilla 15 instead of the waffle tractor. Of course, they liked their ability to clip out enemy tanks with 5 shots. They had to learn to use just one shot at a time with a fairly long reload. It is a long reload. I mean, the baseman's got 14.54, but 17.26 is a long time if that's what you've got, the standard reload. Of course, baseman's using chocolate, which does improve the performance. We can see that the Jaeger actually does have a damaged engine. It's got eagle eye on this crew, so he knows that that guy has not fixed his module, and that's why he's moving about slowly. There's nobody down in the south because the Grille 15 we had in the south has actually moved north. Arty's going south. Looks like both of our Artys are being fired on. That's okay. We've managed to get rid of the Jaeger. It's funny, the eagle eye didn't go off actually. It's still saying it's got an engine problem. Or maybe that was a different tank that he was looking at. It could be. Four minutes left in the game. Still 3,500 hit points on the enemy team. As far as we know, there's nobody directly to the west of us, but there are enemies in the corridors. Okay, so I think he's going to move on that. He's trying to get to a position where he might be able to get shots on the E5 or the BZ. BZ75. Nobody in sight there. Oh, goes past the gap. Nope, nobody there. There's the wreck of that EBR that he took out. Now, there is somebody now. Now. The BZ75, he spotted, and he got spotted. But he still gets the kill. Oh, now we know where the enemy Arty is. We know precisely where he is. He is up on the plateau around C1 or D1. Probably D1. And we're on the move now. The E5 is going to have to turn around. If he does turn around to shoot at us, our teammates might be able to get the better of him. Okay, we found one of them. Batchat 155.58. Our Batchat is even moving in. He wants a kill. Okay, that guy's trying to move. Whoa! Lovely! That's 5 kills for the baseman. One more, he gets the top gun. I was about to say and a set of steak knives, but I think he can probably take out the E5 from behind. He comes up. No, he's gone. He's fallen as well. The team are now finishing off the enemy. There's a GWE900 just a short distance away. He managed to get a nice hit on our guys, but he goes down, and that's a top gun for the baseman. 1 minute warning. Was it 2 minute? 2 minute warning. There's only one enemy left. It's a Batchat 25 ton. This could be a really good ending, and the baseman is already up to just under 5k of damage. It is 5k if you include the assistance. Now, the Batchat was last seen on Temple Mount, just to the east of us. The other Grille 15's up there. It's a nice little hiding place here in the market. No, he's knocked the tree down. I'm wondering where that Batchat is, if he's going to come steaming through that gap very shortly. He's been spotted. He's only a short distance away. The other side. Now the gun swiftly turns around. Yes! What a kill shot! 7 kills for the baseman and wins the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first ace tanker for the BassmanFromHell in the Grille 15. Congratulations on getting your first ace. You can tell it's the first one because it's got scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time, and it does show up on Salty Jedi record site. He also got a Reaper for consecutive kills with consecutive shots. Yes, he took out the Batchat, then he took out the GWE900, and then he got the Batchat 125 with one shot each. He also got a Master Gunner for getting 5 armor-penetrating shots in a row, a Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a Viper Effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a Pascucci's Medal for killing 2 enemy SPGs, the Batchat 155-58, then the GWE900, and he also got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7 kills, one short of getting a Radley's on his first ace. That really would put the cherry on top of the cake. But as it is, it's a very, very good game as well, with a win rate of 5,012, which is super unicum and a lot more. In fact, you have to scroll the page to see all the enemies that he actually hit. Well, a bit, yes. There's 2 K91s there. And that is a very good result. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the high caliber in this one because I don't think that was 20% of the enemy hit pool, but he did get the highest damage in the game with 4,973 to the Bassman from Hell. Second highest damage went to the Object 260 on our team with 4,852, and the third highest damage was the GWE900 on the enemy team, who managed 4,154, so that guy must be exceptionally good to get a result like that. Well, we can see his unicum standard when it comes to win 8. So very well done to him. When it came to kills, Bassman gets that one too. 7 kills to him. 5 kills to the Batchat 25 ton on the enemy team, and 4 kills went to the Object 260 on our team, and the other Grille 15, he got 3 kills in that game. In fact, actually, if only Bassman had got the kill on the K91 that came sneaking up from Temple Mount, he could have actually had a Radley Waters, but the other Grille 15 greedily wanted that one, and he got it. When it came to base XP, he's got that one too, so he's got the top in all 3 columns on his first ace game. 1,126 went to the Bassman from Hell. 1,125 went to the Object 260. Just 1 experience point parted both players. And 839 went to the Batchat, 155-58 on our own team, and he got a Confederate. And that was the guy who was racing along the airfield trying to get that kill on his opposite number. So yes, he loves the W key as well. He's just like any of us. So very well done. And what a difference there. Just 1 experience point between one player and another on an ace tanker game. So let's have a look at detail. 12 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 9 penetrations, damage of 4,973 hit points, of which 3,664 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see most of the damage done at long range. And yes, he just dialed in and just put the thing on the target, pressed the button, and bang, you got a penetration and it went through. And yes, he got a lot of hit points. 1 hit received, it was a penetrating shot. Yes, he did take 1 hit and 2 hits by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 7 were killed, 550 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 5 capture points while he was sitting in the cap waiting for the Batchat to turn up. On a premium count, he earned 7,438 hit points of damage from that game. Yes, he did have to use some rounds, premium rounds. Not a lot, actually. It was mostly down to the consumables that he lost so much in the way of profit. But it's still a good game because it is a profitable game. He got 7 bonds as well for this being tier 10. And 3,378 experience points as well. So what a fine game to get your first ace tanker on. Congratulations to the Bassman. I hope I don't come up against you in battle in a Grille 15 because it's going to be curtains for someone, probably me. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.